This painting is all about the sky. If you want something a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more dynamic, then this is perfect for you. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to keep this one as simple as possible, and I hope everyone's had a really good bank holiday weekend. We actually went and spent the day in Lancaster. It's a place that I've wanted to go for quite some time, having passed there on the motorway quite a number of times on the way to the Lake District. Also quite close to Blackpool, so it is one of those places that I'm quite familiar with. Just haven't got round to going, so I'll tell you more about that as we get on. So again, I'm using my butcher's tray, and this is Jackson's watercolor paper. It's cold press, £140, and I'm just going to be showing you here and there my butcher's tray and how I'm using my paints. So as always, I do like to wet the surface of the paper, especially for the sky, and then the first colour I like to use is yellow ochre and raw sienna. So I've done that just to create a little bit of warmth in the sky, and now I'm using a bit of blue, a little bit of the sort of grey, there's bits of brown there, and then I'm just tapping in a little bit of red. So I want that sort of almost a little bit of purple in the sky, in the colour, and so that looks quite nice as my darker tones. And again, remember the paper is still wet, so I'm getting these nice soft edges, and you can see how the colours are reacting together and blending and mixing on the paper. It's always nice to do that, especially in the skies. So it gives you that bit of drama in the skies and a bit more of a dynamic sky. So my board's at an angle, so about 40 degrees, and that's, I find, the sweet spot. It just allows the gravity to pull the pigment down, lets the water run, and does all these sort of nice things. And I'm just helping those to blend a little bit more with my Hake brush. It's a 1-inch Hake brush. And now I'm going to be introducing some tissue. So if you're not familiar with using tissue or blotting out or anything like that with watercolor, this is a really nice tool, and you can use tissue to almost sculpt your clouds, and that's what I'm doing here. So I'm using the tissue to suck out some of the pigment of the tops, what I'd say were the tops of the clouds. And you can also use this technique. You can just swipe almost. It softens the clouds and it gives a nice. You're not just blotting out; it's just giving tones to the clouds as well. So you want some of those dark parts, and then some of these lighter parts of the clouds as well. So I'm just choosing to go in again with a little bit of dark mixture. Again, this will be the blue, bit of red, bit of just a number of different colours. And the paper's still wet, so I'm going in and having these soft colours merged together and all these really nice things happening. And again, it really does give a dramatic and dynamic sky. So it's something that you want to do and keep it interesting. You can see how that affects the sky, and as I rub and dab with the tissue paper as I go along. So I've not really thought about what I'm going to do on the bottom of the scene. This video is all about the sky, but I guess I will have to put some sort of land in there or something just to give the sky something to show off. So like I said, we went to Lancaster over this bank holiday weekend, and such a really nice place to visit. I did get some really nice shots, so I'm hoping that next week I'm hoping to do something along the lines with the photos that I took of Lancaster. So watch this space. If you're not subscribed to this channel and you like all things watercolor and watercolor tutorials or demonstrations, then please do subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification and you'll be notified each week when I put out new content like this one. And also I do appreciate a thumbs up. It just helps the algorithm with my videos, gets my videos out to more people. Obviously that's the most important thing. So yeah, just going back to the painting, I'm not quite sure what I'm sort of painting here. The more important thing's done, the sky. So I'm just sort of playing around with a bit of surrealism and a bit of abstract in the lower part of the scene. But I think I am looking at more of almost a beach scene of some sort. So I'm going along that sort of avenue. So it's good to have an idea of where you're going, but not be so rigid. You can sort of use your freedom. Also use your artistic license. So I'm just going in and picking out little fine details just to emphasize a little bit more. I'm not even sure what this is. Thinking it was the side of the sort of shoreline. Just adding a bit of interest here and there, really. That's all I'm doing. And then I just thought I'd add a couple of figures and maybe a dog to this scene. Maybe they're walking along the beach. I don't know, just try and think of a story as you're painting and sort of a situation. I did a lot of stop and starting in this painting as I'm sort of finishing different parts. I take a bit of time and just look at the scene and just decide what it needs. And there really is no rush to this process, and that's something that's quite nice. Things might stick out to you, so things might stand out and might look like certain things, so you might be able to change and take things out and add things as you feel. So it really is quite nice. Just be free as you paint. You can see I just put these, putting this figure in quite, just putting in the shape. I did use pencil first because I'm not confident sometimes in just going in straight with paint. I didn't want anything to sort of mess up, but I could always cover that with make some rocks or a tree or something. So it's not the end of the world, but I find it more comfortable sometimes going with pencil just to get the outline and the shape, and then I know where I'm going with the paint. Also, don't be afraid with in watercolor if you've done a bit of your painting but you want to add a bit of color. You can just go over the top like I'm doing here, as long as the paint's dry underneath. There's nothing stopping you from adding some colour just over the top. This is a glaze, so you just glaze in the area that you want, and hopefully 9 times out of 10 it shouldn't really interfere with the paint underneath. So just thought it needed a little bit more colour in the I've decided now that this side is the sand. So it's a bit of a land. There's a little bit going on in the front, in the sort of right of the landscape. So I'm just leaving that. I'm quite happy in leaving it as it is. Not really sure what it is, but there's the sky. You can see the warmth and the clouds and all the sort of the drama in the sky. So I'm quite happy with that, and that's what I wanted to show you today. That's what this video is all about. So removing the tape, it gives you that nice clean border, and there we have it. I also put in the birds quite soon on in the process. I just wanted to do that, and then I didn't want to fiddle around too much in the sky. Just using blotting paper, tissue paper, just to sculpt out some of the skies and give some different tones, and there we go. So I hope you like this one. Please do give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel, and hopefully I'll be bringing you a video on Lancaster next week. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.